Rocking
Yeah.
and rolling and rocking and rolling.
Yeah.
Welcome
Hi.
to
Hi.
a new
Hello.
episode of 3-4 Drag the Lake. Don't make a mistake watching other pussies talk about music and their dicks. We're the guys you wanna know. We're the guys you wanna see. Talking about everything under this and that tree. Welcome to a brand new episode of Drag the Lake. That was bad. I thought I was gonna pull something out of my ass. I did. It was diarrhea.
I did. The normal shit.
Just what normally comes out of that whole ass. Welcome
Poops.
to another episode of Drag the Lake here with my host Patrick George. How you doing, Patrick?
I'm pretty well, Andy.
I'm doing real good.
I'm-
Can't breathe out my nose, but I'm ready to talk about tunes.
Getting out of a sick cave. I'm just coughing and I'm sneezing and
Are you through the fire and flames yet?
No, not necessarily. I was in a soup hibernation for a while. That's why I say
Dude, I'm
emerging. I still have yet to take my make you feel better shower. That nice hot shower you take.
I was just gonna say every time I get sick, I immediately wish I had like a sauna or something because I feel so fucking good. Like when you're sick and you wake up that one morning just drenched in sweat.
Yeah.
That's when you like really start to get over the fucking hump.
Yeah, I'm still like, even with the Breathe Right strip and like Mucinex, I'm still stuffed. I'm still like got a headache, but I'm on the other side of it. I feel like, but I'm still not.
Locked
great.
up nose will make me so like think violent
I
thoughts.
just hate it so much.
I can deal with dude, I can deal with certain things. Like whenever I've gotten sprained my ankle, whatever, I'll limp around. I don't give a shit. Or like if I hurt my hand, or there's like so many things I can do.
I hurt my hand.
Yeah, ow! I hurt my hand. Ow. I gotta stop jerking off every other hour.
Stop doing this now. The Western grip.
Western grip. Hey, dude, it's like I said in the panties clip, dude. I'm Hendrix. I'm ahead of my time. I don't mind all the ridicule. You guys just don't get me yet.
Yeah, you're not an innovator. You're an innovator.
I'm an innovator. That's rules. No, but wait, what the fuck was you just talking about?
That was pretty smart off the top of my head. I did not think of that ahead of time. Innovator? Huh?
Well, you didn't even say it the funniest way.
What did I say?
You said innovator. That doesn't flow. You should have said innovator.
Oh.
You didn't even do it right.
All right, I'll kill myself.
Welcome to a brand new episode of Drag the Lake.
With only Andy. Sorry.
You're here.
I'm here.
I'm just dissecting your jokes when you compliment yourself.
I'm like starting to loop. I'm starting to get loopy.
You are starting to get loopy. You need to get a fucking
I need
sauna.
to get some more soupy. I'm getting loopy.
I hate too when you get fucking sick and they're like hydrate and drink liquids, and every time you get sick you're like, well, water tastes like fucking ass.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
I need a lemon lime soda.
Like,
That's what I need.
water. I forgot about that.
And then it touches your tongue and you're just like, oh my God, this is so great.
Yeah.
And then I'll put it down and I'll go like, ugh, I never want water again. I don't understand it. It's like
The second you get sick, water is the worst thing known to man.
I drink a lot of water normally. It's so crazy. I
Yeah.
wake up and drink a giant, one of those big ass, you've probably drank it on the show before, those jars of water.
Yeah, you're a mason jar boy.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But I when I'm sick, I'm just like, I just drink. And then I don't like sugary drinks and I drink too much. I'm on a HEB
What's your sick food?
soup. Yeah, again, it's Italian penicillin, or I went to HEB and they don't have a great store brand lemon lime soda, I gotta admit, but they do have wonderful store brand soups.
Yeah.
Their Italian wedding soup is incredible.
You know,
I like a hearty brothy soup, but not so much if a creamy soup, because we were talking about the breathing, don't want to be too gross, but it will block the fuck out of your boy. I can't if I lay down and I can't breathe, I basically, like you said, I panic.
Oh, that's what I was getting at before. I get so
It's not just apnea.
Yeah, I get so cranky if I can't breathe out my nose.
God.
I fucking hate it.
Yeah, so
I'll just be violently in the corner going
Yeah.
till
like furious.
thinking that'll fix it.
Yeah, just being like furiously blowing out your nose or in your nose. So I do have some cheaters. I have like just in case, the Afrin, the shit you're not supposed to use too much.
Oh, fuck that. Fuck that. If just don't. People do that all the time.
Well, I was using it daily for a little bit, and people were like, "You know, you're not supposed to do that. That could do damage." I'm like,
"Who said that? The Jews?" No. I'm kidding.
I think even the bottle says it.
No, but it's also like shut up.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna abuse Afrin, and then when I feel better, I'll stop using Afrin.
The thing that worried me though is the damage it could do is basically make it so that the Afrin doesn't work anymore, and your nose permanently feels stuffed.
Yeah, but you only do that if you're a fucking psychopath. No one's gonna use that much Afrin. Shut up. You're not special.
I have a Costco membership.
Okay, what, you gonna buy 20 Afrin?
If they got them.
Yeah. You're like, these 20 Afrin get 5 big booms.
But I found out my cocktail is now, again, I'm probably going to go name brand again. I'm probably going to get a Sprite because I think I accidentally got the HEB brand of Sierra Mist. Doesn't cut it.
Dude,
It needs to be a Sprite.
They lost it.
Yeah.
Sierra Mist isn't a thing.
Well, this is HEB Twist.
No, dude. Fucking, I forget the specifics, but Pepsi lost the name Sierra Mist to an OnlyFans chick.
Yeah.
That's why.
I forgot that.
You remember seeing don't touch me. You ever? Okay, touch me. Stop. That feels great.
Don't reverse psychology.
Stop, dude. You're so delicate.
I'll make you feel so good.
You're so fucking delicate and loving.
I'll
Stop
bust out
it.
the new rule on you, motherfucker.
Dude.
I'll get a blow-up mattress and some Earl, and I'll wipe it all over me.
Bro, I come in here and it's just covered in oil and a fucking mattress. I go, Pat, what's that about?
Bro, they have a new, I know everybody knows what I'm talking about, but the Nuru massage, they have that at a sex, have you been in the Megaplex, the Sexaplex?
They have a place you can get Nuru?
Yeah, they have a at-home Nuru kit.
By the way, I'm not trying to be rude. I just realized I didn't register my parking spot.
What? Here?
Yeah.
Do you have to do that?
You do, but I'll probably be fine. I just want to make sure.
We did see a tow truck out there the other day.
Don't say that.
It did say it was looking for a Kia.
Looking for white
Is that
boys.
your car?
Looking for white boys' cars.
But yeah, it was. But the Sierra Mist does not cut it, bro.
Dude, and the shit they replaced it with, Starry.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Even that is terrible. Yeah, it's not. So I need to go name brand Sprite next time. I need all those bubbles. I think that's what it is. It's the bubbles.
Yeah.
And I do Dayquil and or NyQuil plus Mucinex 12-hour.
Yeah.
If you do all that, you hit it with that, you can at least function as a human for a little bit.
Dude, I don't mess around with that shit ever. If I get sick and I feel like it's that stage right before I'm going to be incapacitated, you know what I do?
What?
I drink a lot of Dayquil. And then at night, I drink a lot of NyQuil.
Yeah.
And then you know what happens? I feel better in 2 days.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It takes me about I have the day that I'm getting sick. That's the day I get sick, and I'm like, I feel terrible.
Yeah.
That's the day I went home early, and then the next day they're like, hey, take the day off, and I was like, good, because I was planning on it.
Dude, that's like whenever you have a bug bite.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like, is your wife like that? My wife knows all the fucking rules, and it's so annoying.
What do you mean?
She just knows that, like, I had to tell her to be like, just stop talking when we're driving.
Okay.
Because like, just constantly, like, cars would be doing this. She'd be like, "You're not supposed to do that. You're not." And I'm like,
"Oh yeah." I think I do that.
I go, "Baby," and I'm talking to Pat in this example.
Yes,
baby.
Yeah, huh?
No, I talk to my wife. I'm like, "Babe, you have to stop.
Yeah.
You're not gonna fix anything. You're just pointing out like that bullshit. It's really fucking annoying." Oh, and she does the other fucking thing. Like, if I get a fucking bug bite, she's like, "You're not supposed to scratch it." I go, "I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to scratch it raw." And she's like, "You'll get a scar." I go, "Look at me. Do you think a scar is going to fucking hurt this?"
Yeah, you think that's gonna lower my value?
Yeah, what?
Look at the property, bro.
Look at the fuck. Yeah, it's, the interior's the interior's not even that good.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is a music podcast.
Yeah. But no, I was talking about being sick. That's what brought that all.
Yeah, but welcome to Drag the Lake.
Yeah.
Also,
sometimes it feels good to get merch.
Oh, you got some new merch?
I got
big update.
This was
Let them know.
A late addition. I was complaining on the last episode. I think the boys in Flagman were watching because they got my last shirt to me, Toot Sweet, by the time for the next episode. This is the other shirt that I was waiting on. the rest of the order that I got. So shout out to Flagman for fulfilling the order. I was a little concerned because
Are you a 2X?
Yeah.
I might have some shirts for you.
Oh, nice.
Someone sent Panties a bunch of T-shirts or a bunch of button-downs. And they're
really?
so nice, but the guy sent me a bunch of 2Xs. I was upset. They are very nice, silky shirts.
I'm part of the family. I'm part of the panties first, so I'm at least in the family. So.
But I'm sorry, Flagman.
But yeah, so they fulfilled. So that kind of made me feel good. I was like, hey, got some new merch to wear. Makes me feel good.
New merch is good.
Feel good. Also, just in general.
Wait, can I ask you this about new merch?
Yeah.
Are you on the higher or lower end of a 2X?
What do you mean? Like is it just barely?
Are you
fits?
closer to a 3X or a 1X?
Honestly, I feel like I am a genuine 2X.
You're like right in the middle.
I am a tried and true 2X where it's like if it's not a XLT or whatever XL with the long one or whatever tall.
Yeah.
I like those don't really fit perfectly because those like with the belly then it just adds a whole nother shirt size. I'm not super tall.
Yeah.
But a true 2X in the Gildan and most of your current t-shirt brands is
I'm at a
2X Comfort Colors shirt for me is perfect.
Dude, I'm at a bad place right now. So it's rough.
3X pushing it?
No, 3X isn't pushing it, but there's a lot of after a wash or two, getting a lot of belly hanging out on some shirts. I think I got, you know what it was?
Hang dry.
No. I need to stop eating late at night. It's not the hang dry.
No. It's the t-shirt's fault.
I need to stop eating Whataburger. No, it's you know what the problem was? I could get away with when I was like working out and powerlifting 4 times a week. I could get away with a lot more. And then I was also like, oh, you're not fat. You're like jacked.
Yeah.
And then it's like I haven't gone to the gym in like 6 months.
Yeah.
And mix that with like Texas and moving shit was stressing me out. So there's just been a lot like haven't been working out, a lot more drinking, a lot more eating, all that kind of shit. And now I'm like, now I'm just a fat guy.
Yeah.
And so but I was gonna ask you, it's like I always laugh. There's certain shirts you put on, you're like, wow, this fits so good. It's gonna be the only time it'll fit this good.
No, I think because I did go to. I noticed we went a long time back in PA not having a dryer that worked.
Yeah.
So I would have to hang dry almost all of our laundry.
Gotcha.
So just because I didn't want to go to a laundromat or anything like that, so I would hang dry a lot of our laundry. When I got here, and actually it sucks because it's one of my favorite shirts. It's the shirt that Dom had made for me. It's my Kitty Pleaser shirt.
Oh, okay.
It has all my kitty cats, but it's like that old, everybody has one. You see them on Instagram a bunch advertised. Like it says.
Oh, they made it custom with your cats.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So drying it in the dryer.
I did that, by the way, with I got Steph when they paint a picture of your cat.
Yeah.
And they put it on Funny Stuff because it was Christmas. I got it home alone, but they just put it on a kid's body, and I'm like, oh, that just looks sad. Because you can get some where you make your cat look like Napoleon and he's wearing a uniform. And I was like, she thankfully liked it, but when she put it up, I go, oh, that's just taking the whole cat parent thing into a whole new sad direction. It was a good idea and it was bad execution.
Yeah. I think there's just I think it's like so I wasn't used to the dryer like taking the print off or anything like that.
Yeah.
And I got kind of nervous about a lot of the shirts that I have just in case. I just didn't want them to be fucked up, so I just started air drying. There's most of my shirts with prints on them. Yeah. I air dry.
Dude, I should have done that with.
That does help to me that it does fit right the same. Actually, even sometimes I kind of think I should pop them in the dryer to tighten them up a little bit sometimes.
Ooh.
So I would say
crazy.
Air drying your shirts
heard that
is low key.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I had that a little bit with no, sorry. I should have air dried. Steph got me these sweatpants from Run the Jewels, and Run the Jewels normally makes a good product.
Yeah.
Like actually, I mean the sweatpants too warm, honestly. Like they were that well made, but it was, and Run the Jewels, you know, I appreciate them. They're trying to do American made, but that makes everything like $10 to $15 more expensive, which is fine. They also do these like limited run cool guy releases, but then the sweatpants, they were gray sweatpants that just said Run the Jewels down the side.
Well,
and within 2 washes,
yeah.
text was completely gone.
Yeah, so that I had a pair of Venom joggers that I got, like the Venom, the fight brand. They had they're basically performance sweatpants.
Yeah.
Whatever that means. It's so funny too. A performance sweatpants or like I remember I used to have a joke in this. I don't think I've done this in forever, but
I think I know this joke. Yeah,
it was a joke about where there you at DXL there was I was like, oh, look at that, there's a athletic cut. I was like, oh, I didn't know. One size 52 athletic cut, please. Like, the fuck is that? Like, it doesn't
it's got to stop after a certain point.
There's no so like
once you get to like the mid 30s on the pants,
yeah,
you're like, we don't do athletic cuts
they
anymore.
need to be reinforced or something like that. So it's the same idea. Like, I think that's funny, but I had a pair of those Venom sweatpants that were like 2X that fit more like an XL.
Yeah.
And also all of the, like, within 1 or 2 dries, all of the fucking Venom, like, little, it was black on black, so it wasn't as noticeable, but all of that came off. So
Dude,
now
it's weird how the XL, the like shirt sizes are not what the fuck, it's not like they don't conform to like just one general shirt size. I have like an XL I got from Target forever ago that's like still really big on me. It's weird.
Yeah.
And then Steph got me, this is when I was still a 2X, she got me like a 2X knock loose hoodie that, brother, it fit like a large. I was like, where are you getting these sizes from, knock loose?
Isn't it funny though? There are it's you really only notice it when I think either you're a fat guy or when you're a fashion a person who is interested in fashion, because like even like people that are like somebody like Tommy Pope, right, who is like, he's not necessarily like,
he's not over the top,
he's not super zhuzhy, but he's like a guy who buys nice.
You can tell with his shirts he gets, he put a little more thought. Like
even their merch, their merch for Stuff Island and stuff like that is like high end.
Yeah, there's more thought
clothing,
put into it. Yeah, if you see me on a podcast, there's a chance you're looking at the shirt I'm wearing was purchased by my wife.
But they know, and they know the weather. They're not the weather, but they know the fabric type.
Yeah,
they know whether or not it's a like how it would react to certain, like, oh, you wash this in cold water, you wash it. They know that.
Well, I noticed that with their
fat guys know that too, because they're like, I don't want it to shrink, so it's like, oh, it's cotton, so we gotta know, don't dry it, because if it's cotton,
that's similar. Did you ever hear that Adam Carolla bit where he's like rich man, poor man? Where there's like certain things that rich people and poor people do. They do the exact same thing for completely reasons.
Yeah.
This one's like fat guy, fashion forward guy.
Yeah. We know like, oh, this is polyester, or like t-shirt brand. Like I said, I know like Gildan. I know like Comfort Colors. I know
Gildan.
Is it Gildan?
It's not Gildan.
What are you talking about?
It's Gildan.
Really?
It's Gildan. You don't say Gildan.
Do you think there would be a pronunciation?
So that sounds like a gay couple, Gildan.
That's Gil. Dan.
That's Gil. That's
yeah.
Dan.
You know, let's go. Gil.
Dan. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Gildan. Hold on. I want to see if it's pronunciation.
Pronunciation.
Oh, look. Oh, there is a good one. Should I do it slow?
Yeah.
You want it slow?
I want it slow.
I want it slow,
dude. Slow it down. Slow.
Gildan.
Say again.
Oh, I think it's that.
Gildan.
Oh, she says it like you.
Gildan.
No. You can't put Tard voice. You slowed it down.
Gildan.
Exactly. You're being apologize to her.
I'm sorry.
Gildan.
Gildan.
Now make her say it's okay.
Okay.
Say I'm sorry, and then she goes, it's okay.
Okay. Hey, I just want to let you know, I'm really sorry for how I made fun of you. Oh, no. It's sent me to a YouTube video. My phone isn't fucking. She'll never forgive me.
Yeah.
Gildan.
But yeah, it's not how I wash the shirts. It's,
hey, don't worry, Andy. I'm gonna say it right from now on. Gildan.
Well, dude,
shirts fit.
You're so bad at being proven wrong.
How do you say comfort colors? Comfort.
You're like,
colors.
You're like, was I pronouncing it wrong? Well, I guess the right pronunciation is.
I was listening to a podcast.
No one did that.
I was listening to a podcast the other day, and it ended, but it started playing the next one, which was, I think it was last episode's Drag the Lake.
Oh, okay.
When I started saying, or I can't remember, I don't know, but I started doing like, I don't know about this, and you're like, why does it turn you into a baby?
Oh yeah, when you were giving me, I got mad about when you were giving me shit about the Warped Tour prices.
Yeah, Warped Tour.
And then no, you did the thing. I was like so close to getting triggered because you did the fucking thing I hate, where you like immediately go like, oh, you were about to say this dumb thing, and I was like, well, actually, Patrick, I wasn't about to. And then you just kept cutting me off, and I was like, well, if I could just explain myself real quick. I was like this close to me, like, I didn't say that. I wanted to talk about. I was telling you about this before we started. I just posted an album review for it for the new Baboni album, and I forget how to say it in Spanish, but I actually really like the name of it. It's called "I Should Have Taken More Photos." And I go, oh, that's kind of beautiful. But I listened to it and check out the full review. It was pretty good album, and that's why I was like, this will be good content because like. I don't normally listen to shit like that. I just like Bad Bunny. I like Baboni.
You just like saying the name.
I just like saying the name.
Again, as the wrestler.
I'm just a big fan of bisexual Dominicans. Puerto Ricans.
You get killed for that. Notice I didn't even jump in that.
He's openly.
He said that, not
he's
me.
openly bisexual.
Is he openly Dominican or openly
Puerto Rican?
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
That's why I corrected myself.
They like that stuff.
Yeah, I know that they don't like that.
Yeah.
You know who doesn't like that?
Those people.
Those people. Yeah, Pat. You know who hates getting? You know who hates when that's done to them?
Bad bunnies.
All those Mexicans.
Good bunnies. Mexican bunnies. Puerto Rican bunnies.
White people. If you're feeling suicidal, you can die and still go to heaven. Just go up to a Puerto Rican. Go up to anyone who's not Mexican and just call them Mexican. They hate it. And then they'll be like, pew, pew,
guess
pew,
what? There's no language barrier there. They know what you're saying.
They go, adios.
You call me Mexicano?
Adios, muchachos.
I think that's Mexican.
That's Spanish. That's just Spanish
No,
words.
that's a Mexican person. I was saying. Not. I know Mexican's not a language.
Well, now I have to defend the character I just did. Me no Mexicano, hombre.
Okay. See.
Vámonos. I had to defend the racist character I was doing.
I appreciate it.
Oh, but yeah, I was having fun with Bad Bunny because I don't
Bunny.
like listen to it overly extensively, but I do jam out occasionally to like classic Spanish music because it's a vibe, dude. Because it's like music, and I realized it's a core component of what's wrong with a lot of like I was walking through. You ever go to Central Market here?
Central Market. I think so. Yeah.
It's sort of like it's a less pretentious Whole Foods.
No, I don't think I've been there.
Okay, there's not a lot of them here, but it's pretty sweet. But you're going around, you're gonna see a lot of, you're gonna see a lot of white people,
Yeah.
and if they're not white, you close your eyes, you're basically talking to a white.
Yeah,
It's a lot of whites. And I was like, and then I've also gone to that Sprout place, which is just like hold my beer, Whole Foods. You think you're fucking cruelty free? Get ready. Hold my fucking kombucha, pussies.
Yeah.
And
our soup containers are dolphin safe.
Exactly.
What does that even mean?
No,
exactly.
And I've seen a lot of those. I've been at Sprout a bunch of times. I've been at Central Market once, and I was like, I realized, I go, that's why whites in general, at least American whites, don't have a strong food culture, is because their whites' food is based off morality. And then a lot of like, say you take Spanish food's based off what do we got?
Yeah.
And then they make it work. And so the correlation, I'm not just hungry. The correlation, I'm not just trying to make my shirt fit worse. The correlation is like, there's a lot of Spanish music that emanates from that. Like if you look at a lot of like music now with like that you correlate to white shit, it's like really associated with like proving something.
Yeah, yeah.
To be like, I'm good enough too. Now I'm gonna do a little like beep, 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 on my fucking EDM and shit like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But then if you go to like classic Spanish music, it kind of goes back to like, what do we got? That's why you're gonna hear like a and then like a fucking couple guitars and it's really rooted in that. And it's like
Spanish bluegrass.
Exactly. And it doesn't necessarily become the most complex, or from like song to song, there's definitely immense similarities. But what it has an advantage over a lot of the opposite type of music, the more honked up, if I can. The more honked up music is, it just has much more of a soul. And that's what I really appreciate about this Bad Bunny album is like, it's great because he's one of the biggest he's one of the biggest artists, like in the world. Like if you just go on Spotify and go global top 50, he's always in it, and he's probably in the top 10. He's one of the biggest artists in the world, and to like hear him put that out, and to hear that like mainstream music can have some real depth and soul to it, really got me into it. And
that is good, yeah.
Yeah.
Like the fact that there's roots in like that. It's kind of like when that what's that Oh Brother Where Art Thou got so famous, and then again a lot of that sound got really popular. So in that sense, like, a lot of those older artists were shown a lot more respect, or at least acknowledged a little bit more. Yeah, like, same idea as far as like honked up music being like soulful. It's like that's my problem with a lot of like modern country and everything like that. That's why I like
real honked up.
That's why I like Bill Murray. It's not the fact that I don't like that music or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it does sound kind of corny-ish to me, but you'll get past a lot of that. Like, I mean, things, if you take the things that exactly like,
if you take the videos out of it, it's just good pop music,
right? That's what I'm saying. Like, if you or if there is a language barrier at some point, if they're singing the music is universal.
Yes,
like the actual like the feel. So you don't have to. It's not even just necessarily that it's super hunked up. It's just the fact that it's hunked up and it's meaningful. Like, so it's there's certain music types, and this was acknowledged, and I brought this up before, I think, especially with Bill Murray in general, but that Dave Chappelle sketch from Chappelle Show with John Mayer.
Oh yeah, and play the fight riff.
Yeah, and they have each one of them like, I get fucking zooted on a band when they got great guitar, like tone or something like that, where that is essentially the kind of country that I don't love. Bill Murray, I mean, the band, not the person, but that's the kind of country that generally I'm not. But for some reason, it's undeniable to me.
Bill Murray,
and it gets me extra honked up because of the guitar tone and the riffs and shit like that.
Well, Bill Murray on top of that proves that metalcore production may be top tier production.
Yeah, because I would love to see him work with Bad Bunny.
Dude, Bad Bunny? But no, dude, when you like it on its own, Bill Murray is just like really good pop music with like a country lean to it.
Yeah.
But like the oomph that it gets from the more metalcore production.
Right.
You know, because it's like I'm sure there's a bunch of country songs where they're like palm muting the guitar or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
But when Bill Murray does it, it's not just a palm mute.
It's with intention.
It's a chug.
Yeah. It's a chug.
it's a little bit of a chug, but
and a little bit of humor, a little bit of wink, wink, nudge, nudge, a little bit of like where we
I'm
acknowledge.
a big fan of wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah, bro, bits, dude. I'm telling you, there was bits in general. I've said this for movies in general. Over the years, I guess unless you're looking for a super serious horror movie or a super serious like drama or something, comedy does make every movie better. It doesn't have to be a comedic thing, but some of the best scenes in Sopranos were comedic. Some of the most memorable scenes are these kind of lighthearted or like funny for some reason scenes. Something stands out to you. It just Shaun of the Dead is one of the best horror movies, but it's a horror comedy.
Yeah.
There's definite horror, but there's like actual thoughtful dialogue being written for people, and it gives it more structure and it gives it more depth.
And it gives it like a little bit of brevity because that's like
layered.
It's like it's why some of those like hardcore fest I think are going to be a little bit of a drudge to go to because you're just like it's like for 8-9 hours just heavy fucking bands.
Speaking of, a friend of the show, Tyler Langlois.
Oh yeah,
Langlois?
yeah. There's a festival coming up.
Yeah, did he message you? Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be down here.
Hold on. I want to get the lineup because it's going to be fucking sick as shit. And I'm definitely going to this.
Oh yeah.
It's,
You going to that?
yeah, it's March 8th. Unless we might be out of town actually. But
You are?
Yeah. So, Odd Man Out. Haywire is going to be there.
Trapped Under Ice
Fire-
is there.
Trapped Under
God's
Ice.
Hate.
God's Hate. Suburban Scum. No
Oh,
Pressure.
they're really. They have one of the.
And then a couple of these bands, like the new unreadable logos, but it's all like graffiti, like Tsunamis is.
Oh, No Pressure's really good. They're the band, the dude from Story So Far. Or wait. Yeah, Story So Far. Remember we were I was making fun of him because he was standing still on stage?
Oh yeah.
No Pressure's the band he moves for.
Oh, perfect. Good.
But yeah, this is really good. Also, Suburban Scum's funny because they have one of the most viral clips that people were debating over. They were playing a different fest, and then right before the breakdown, the guy goes, "Hit somebody," and then he hits a Frieza. And everyone was like, there was like a bunch of people being like, this is bad, this is ignorant, this is not what hardcore's about. And then there were other dudes sharing that around to be like, ignorant mosh callouts, we're so fucking back, boys.
So yeah, I guess Haywire was added, but this is going to be at the Far Out Lounge. It looks like, but it looks like it was also liked by Mohawk, one of our favorite venues around here.
Yeah.
But the Far Out Lounge here in Austin, Texas, March 8th. So we're definitely going to be going to that.
I'm excited to check
But that's
it.
probably there may not be a lot of like, hey guys, like, not a lot of fart jokes and whatever. There's going to be a lot of violence being.
There may be,
declared.
depending on how many straight edge bands are there. Dude, I got to talk about this. The fucking, and we may get back to the pop thing, but this just popped into my head. Because I did want to make another point on pop music, but if no, we don't have to. Whatever, I'm over explaining everything. No, the FYA Fest just happened, and there's this. I have not personally, I'm edge at the moment because I'm realizing I'm a big fat monster. So, dude, I'm fully addicted to like food and shit. I'm like actively, because I watched the last episode of Panties. Nate. He's been a good friend, and he's been pointing out every time my belly hangs out. It hurts when he does it, but I'm glad he's doing it.
Yeah.
He's being a good friend like that.
Yeah.
So, like, past 2 weeks, I've just been like, oh, you're not the big guy who can lift heavy weights anymore. You're just a fat guy. And so I've been trying to keep it under wraps. And I was out doing fucking DoorDash last night, and I was like starving, and I picked up some dude's Pete Terry's, and I go, fuck it, let me just get a burger. Dude, the happiness that flooded over me by just eating a shitty burger. Yeah. I was like, I'm addicted. And then I had a fucking Diet Coke, the first one I had in like a week or two.
Oh, Diet Coke.
I'm like, I'm so fucking, this is the one time I've been happy today.
Yeah. I'm telling you, the problem is moderation. That's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be take a month or so off.
And then when you have it, it's real good.
Yeah.
And you don't eat 3 burgers at once.
That's a treat. Doing it every day is not a treat, I think. Right? Is that right? When I have ice cream every day, is that a treat? When I have the sweet every day? When I have dessert after every meal?
When I have
not
12 donuts on the way from the end.
That's what I'm saying. Like that, you actually are doing it kind of right. That's how you get down. Because
I didn't even think about it that way.
Or like, if you did just start working out again, if you did start doing CrossFit again, it would be one of those things. Because I was the same way I was doing jiu-jitsu, and I was eating pretty much like a dickhead, but not completely, but I was not paying attention to it. But I was like, it all evens out.
You're being way looser with it,
right? But I've kept the dickhead diet, but I haven't trained in like 2 months.
Yeah.
So I'm not only going mentally crazy, but physically I feel fat and weak. But
I'm in the same spot.
So same idea,
dude. I've been trying to fucking walk a little bit more, and I hit a hill the other day, and I go, it's the huffing and puffing right now is crazy.
Right, but
it's not a big hill.
You gotta huff and puff. That's
you
the
gotta,
thing. You gotta huff and puff, and you got. So that's the other thing is, and it's never it always. So this is the one silver lining that I get from being sick, is that it always offers me perspective diet-wise. Because I've only really eaten soups in the past couple days.
Yeah.
And I feel like fine. And I'm like, why do I eat why do I think I need to eat sandwiches and fucking cake and all this other shit? Like, I mean, I did have ice cream last night, but that was also because I had a sore throat. So my throat hurt, so I got ice cream as a treat. But that's exactly what it's meant for.
In your defense, you had a sore throat.
Yeah, a sore throat.
Yeah.
I don't normally drink Sprite, but that's because
you had an upset tummy.
I was sick. I don't feel good.
You're a real sicky.
I don't feel good. To quote our podcast namesake song, I don't feel well. Huh? He says that at the beginning.
No, that's not how he says it.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
Oh, now you're gonna do the pronunciation.
He doesn't just yell, "I don't feel well."
Oh no. But it might be best to bring it up through Instagram because you can do the captions. And you can scroll through the song and it'll play the. You know what I'm saying? When you pick it for a story, or are you just looking?
I'm just looking up floater lyrics.
All right, jeez.
Oh, I'm being autistic.
There it is.
No. Well, technically,
What does he say?
he says, "To my mistress, the bridge."
Right. What does he say?
Then he says, "I don't feel well."
Right. I didn't say.
No. Okay, let's just ignore what I'm saying.
Did I say opening?
Pat,
line,
let me explain. You're being ridiculous. Nope. You're trying to. You're stumbling upon a rare dub and you're trying to capitalize on it and you're being a nasty fucker.
I just need clarification on the dub.
I said it already. I literally looked at the lyrics and I go, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm being overly autistic." Because you're technically wrong, but you're not really wrong.
But I don't know why I'm even technically wrong.
You said what are the first words he says in the song?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that's why
I started it by
that's
saying,
why I'm
let
letting
me
you
quote-
know.
quote.
I was asking, hey, those horses, let's hold them a little bit.
All right. You're right.
I saw it in your eyes.
It's in the sentence.
I saw you were getting your eyes. You're getting excited.
You didn't hear the double ellipses.
You're getting excited to
I did one of these. I went, I don't feel well.
You were stumbling across a dub and you were ready to just throw our whole friendship out the door. I saw it on your face.
Still am. I'm always ready.
Always, at every point.
I got my hand on the fucking button.
I'm only doing this to beat you. What does that mean? I have no idea.
I will beat you off right now. Prove a point.
Yeah, dude, fucking hitting you with a flying 69.
That's not allowed in jiu-jitsu. I even know that.
Oh, but I don't know why I got on the fucking food tangent. I was talking about FYA Fest and seeing like the hardcore fest. And I was thinking about last night I was driving around listening to a bunch of Trapped Under Ice because I saw they were on the festival.
Yeah.
And like Trapped Under Ice was always a band I was like, oh yeah, they're like one of the, like if you listen to Trapped Under Ice, you go, oh, that's why most of the hardcore bands I like sound the way they do.
Right.
And then but I was always like, I just assumed they were kind of like, you kind of give them the props and they may not have aged as well. I was completely wrong. I was listening to their 2011 release, and I don't know if that's like, well, that's not actually the real one. That's the one I was listening to. And I was listening to it. I go, oh, these guys are good. And that's probably where I was at with food in my head. But no, I've been paying attention to the FYA Fest just happened. And I pray to God there's, that's how I got on it. I was talking about straight edge bands. I'm edge right now.
Yeah.
I'm edge as fuck, guys.
Yeah.
But no,
Do they not eat cheeseburgers?
What?
Are they allowed to eat like fast food and stuff?
Well, no, that's what I was saying is like I'm not.
That's your edge.
I'm not drinking as much right
yeah.
now, and it's making me realize I have a full blown food addiction.
Yeah.
Because the first time I felt a relief from stress was when I had a P. Terry's burger last night.
I gotcha. Yeah.
We always get back to it, guys.
Yeah.
But no, here's my thing about I've been seeing it with every like straight edge band at a hardcore fest. And here's my opinion at the end of the day. If you guys are having fun, have fun. But as a guy outside of it, it happens with every straight edge band. Like half the audience jumps on stage. You don't know who is who. The band is getting swamped. They still manage to play the song. And it's just everyone. And it's just like, as a guy who's not into that, I got to be honest. I hate it.
Yeah.
If I'm at a show and that happens, I'm just like, all right.
If I may, that's your annoying habit. Like as the straight edge guy. Like the thing I think they hate about drinking or drugging is the way it fucking makes people act and feel.
It's kind of yeah.
Right? So like if you think about it, if you're a straight edge guy and you're having to deal with some guy going, what's going on, dude? How's it going, man? Just fucking roast. They're just like so frustrated. So their fucking outlet and their release, the thing that they do to make them feel better is make themselves a part of these shows to an extent that it becomes a fucking problem for people that are there to watch the thing, which is your exact fucking argument as a straight edge guy against people doing these things at substances at shows. They become a problem. So it's just
Dude, it's
your
so
stupid,
funny.
useless addiction that you're making everyone else's problem.
So funny. It's like, hey, you know who's not acting up, bombarding the stage?
The
all
high
drunk,
guy.
all
guy,
the drunken high guys.
The stoner dude that's standing like this going like,
I also, too, I feel like I've said this 1,000 times, but, like, if you're a straight edge guy and you don't have, like, a mom who is addicted to heroin, or you don't have, like, a story of getting over drug addiction, you're not straight edge. You just don't drink.
you're just less
And
experienced.
I think there's something about the straight edge moniker that, like, it's so irritating. It's just like, it's like if I did the opposite. Like, you know the guys who won't shut the fuck up about bacon? And they're like, if I see a vegan, I'll throw bacon in his face.
Yeah, and it's like,
that guy also fucking sucks ass.
Yeah.
Like, your identity that you just don't... I don't know.
No. I know what you're talking about. Is you're making your shitty opinion other people's fucking problem when it shouldn't be a problem at all. You should not drink. They can drink. That person can eat meat. You don't eat meat. If you think it's wrong, if you think it's like, that's when you... It's like how religious people, it's what bothers me so much about like Jehovah's Witnesses or other religions that are like, hey, you should be here. We're going to go out and save people. We're going to go out and help people. Like missionaries where they go to people that if God, it was my whole theory with Apocalypto. You remember when I had my notes?
Oh, vaguely.
The movie from fucking 1,200 years ago. But no, Apocalypto, where like the issue is when you force religion on people that like when you're like, I'm gonna help you by making you a part of this, or you know, like you are a part of this. These people are dying for a god that they don't even know it fucking exists. There's tribes in that time that aren't even like, they're just completely independent, never even seen another tribe around, or unless it was a problem, and they're just like, oh shit. Like, we're going to get sacrificed to a God that we don't acknowledge. Yeah. So it's the same idea of, like, you're making your beliefs, you're forcing your beliefs on other people. That's what dickhead straight edge people or dickhead drunk people do at shows. Like, that's the same. It's the same hand in hand. When you are, like, going like, what, you don't want to fucking drink, pussy? Or it's just like, what, you need that because you're not my dad. Or whatever straight edge people do.
And
like
the other part of it too is like, it's just I think about it too with like vegans.
Yeah.
Where it's like,
it's one main thing that everybody complains about vegans.
But it's weird. It's like, how is a dietary restriction of yours the like
because
leading proponent of your personality? Like, I don't introduce myself and be like, "Hi, I'm Andy. If I eat too much cheese, I'll shit weird."
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you don't drink. Who gives a shit?
That I almost do understand veganism more than I do the straight edge or not, because there are people that have done drugs that either stopped doing drugs, didn't kill a bunch of people, don't harm a bunch of people, and just do drugs casually and or drink casually.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that it can't ruin people's lives. It does. But also, like, veganism makes sense in the sense that you don't want animals to be exploited, harmed, or used for...
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I guess where I'm coming from...
I can see that as a judgment on other people, or, like, you would attack people because they believe differently. But... it's almost different for me if somebody's just going like, oh, I'm vegan. I'm just going to have a steak with no dressing and whatever. Somebody running up and throwing bacon in their face. Like, why does that offend you?
I guess for me, it's like, why is it something worth putting in like your Twitter bio?
Right.
Like, just don't drink.
Yeah. I got celiac disease, so I don't know gluten for me.
No, and I know too. People probably get me. They're like, "Oh, your fucking favorite band, Kubla Khan, fucking did it in a song." I say, "Yeah, they did it one time over like they on their new album. They have the one song where at the end they go straight fucking edge."
Are they straight edge?
I guess.
Oh.
You know what? You know why you're not sure?
Huh.
They're not fucking loud and straight edge about it.
Yeah.
No, it's like, yeah, they did one cool gang yell over the course of like 5 albums.
Yeah. It's not
like,
their whole
no,
thing.
Yeah.
I just think fighting other people because of
It's retarded.
their literal personal beliefs of whether it even be I abuse substances or not. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's
So I just don't. The whole fucking it happens with every straight edge band at Hardcore Fest when you see them like just bum rush the stage.
But if you look for it, if you look for it, you'll always find their stupid, annoying habit that they're forcing on someone else.
Yeah.
And whether it be
I never even thought about that. It's so ironic.
you're ruining the experience for other people at the
Yeah.
show. That's the same fucking argument you have why you don't think people should drink at shows. You idiot.
Yeah.
So it comes down to that, and it's ultimately I don't hate straight edge people because they don't drink. I just hate I hate them because of their forcing it on other people or their anger at people, and it's like it's so stupid. It's the same, like you said. It's the same. We're just going around in circles on that, but.
No, but it is
know what I'm saying?
weird where
It's
it's,
just
like
the same.
I guess for me it's like I don't hate any straight edge person. I just feel like it's like why am I hearing about it?
Yeah.
I don't. That's my thing. I go, why is this a title? Like, why is this? Okay, you didn't want to drink tonight, so now there's X's on your hands.
Yeah. What if you really like?
How about you just don't drink and don't bring it up ever? Just don't do it.
Yeah.
You know what I do? Here, offer me some weed.
Hey, do you want some weed?
I'm good. Straight fucking X.
Oh, that's why the gang vocals happened. Oh,
That's what they do. You have to. So one of them gets. It's not really in the songs. One of them just got offered weed.
And that's what they do to like. They're like, okay, and they just like they're just standing around going like,
Straight fucking edge.
yeah. What? What did you just say? Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not.
fine.
I don't care if you're straight edge.
don't
I really don't care. But I also like. I would hate to be because you know me. I'm not even a guy that like necessarily gets like hammered at shows. But it's a fun time.
Throw a few back.
Yeah, like that's your.
You'll get hammered to the point where when the set's over, you're like sober.
Yeah.
I'll get hammered where I'll be like, all right, we're gonna have to talk for 30 minutes outside the venue
Yeah.
before I leave.
You want to just go like get a sandwich or something? Yeah,
I think we're gonna have to get another sandwich.
I just think that like there's like there's plenty of room for everybody, but it's the joke we made a couple things ago or a couple shows ago about like, yeah, punk rock where anybody's allowed, not you. It's the same idea of like,
Dude, I love that. Yeah, everyone's included except for you.
except for you. What post did you just like? See ya. Oh, did you say the word tranny? We hate you. You're hate speech. That's hate speech.
That's not okay anymore.
I'm in the band God's Hate, so I just think that
That is funny too about like like God's Hate specifically, which
Yeah.
I like the band. The music's really good, but like they're like, yeah, we're against hateful practices and the bad aspects of religion. You're all fucking retarded.
yeah.
Like, all right.
Yeah. Hey,
It's almost like you're using what you hate about them.
Bro, there's a contradiction.
It's almost like you're doing what you hate about them.
It's so funny because I the reason I always felt like I would be good in debate class in school. I wish I knew if there was a debate course
Yeah.
or class or
Yeah.
whatever it is. Like because I feel like I can find the argument on both sides. Like literally there is
I feel like I could do that too.
everything nowadays. Like
If I knew the game was to like just bullshit them and win,
yeah.
I could definitely. I feel like I do decent in debate club. I don't even know if it was a club, but they made us do
Club,
this.
maybe it is, yeah.
Whatever the fuck it was in like 8th grade one time, they made us do this like a courtroom thing.
Yeah.
And I forget if I was a defendant or plaintiff or whatever the fuck, but like I remember we gave our side of the thing, and they would give us this sheet with all the this is all the information you guys have about the case.
Yeah.
This is what you can talk about. And it was about a guy. It was like something like if a guy like robbed a thing or not. And I was reading the thing. I go, well, there's no actual proof there's no like visual proof or evidence that he did it. It's just hearsay. It's just like eyewitness testimony, which isn't always perfect. And then the defendant on us was like, or no, the plaintiff was like, well, we have security footage of this guy doing it. And I'm standing there and I'm like, It's not in the fucking packet.
Yeah.
And then no one did anything about it. And I was like about to make a stink, but I was in 8th grade and I was like so flabbergasted. And I was like, that was like one of my big tastes of like, oh yeah, the world's just not fair.
Yeah. People can just fucking lie.
People can just lie and then nothing will happen to them.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, it's like, but once you realize like if you just keep your personal beliefs personal for the most part, like it's a thing where I don't think I'd love the idea of changing the world. Do you know what I mean? Like I'd love to be influential to that point, but also that's a lot of responsibility.
It's a lot.
And it's a lot easier, not easier, but it's a lot like if you're not willing to.
Can I drink this?
Yeah, I brought it for you.
Oh.
When you're not willing to
Crushing liquids today.
to actually like take a like if you're not willing to take a stand or something like that, you don't have to. Like that's the
No.
thing. I think so many people feel like they have to come down on one side or another.
Bro,
or
that
they
was
have
like
to be diehard, and it's like no. There's plenty of people that can be like, I don't know what's right, like, or I don't really think this or that.
Well, no, that was the biggest. That's like one of the biggest psyops over the past like 10 years when people tried to make you think silence.
Your
is,
silence is
silence is violence, and you're like, what if I know nothing about it?
right.
What if I don't have an educated opinion?
Mm-hmm.
It's actually gonna do worse if I talk about it.
Right, and that's exactly what everybody started doing. Was they all feel like they so like even something like
Well, that was like the day and age when it's not so much anymore. You don't see like this. You don't see this is the current thing because there's always like 8 current things every day.
Yeah.
So like during the BLM protests and riots and shit, there was the black square, and it was like a thing where like, oh, if you didn't do that, that was like some people
I
would
felt
look at
very
you.
pressured to do it. I think I ended up doing it, and I think I ended up like later on going like, wait a minute. It felt so manipulative, like of the
Yeah.
thing of like I don't support black people less if I don't post a square. It's just adding more. It's adding more weight to social media.
It's probably some like honestly.
It's giving more power to something that I don't believe that should have power over people.
I'm being half funny, but I swear shit like that was probably like some low-grade CIA mind control shit.
It did seem
where they're
weird.
like trying to.
We got everybody home. Let's see what we can do to them.
Dude, for real. I think like we'll do a little No More Heroes right now, but I think like a lot of aspects of COVID of like, let's see what we can do to them.
Well, this is and this is why it's in the same vein because this is that thing of like thought manipulation or like people having that kind of main character syndrome of my belief or my perception is
I have to do something about this.
yeah, it's like the thing of like but that's why I'm saying as somebody who loves animals, thinking of a vegan's perception
In love
of
with
this.
animals.
Make love to
Make
animals.
love to animals.
As somebody who makes love to animals.
Oh, by the way, did you watch the Jerry Springer thing on Netflix?
Not yet, no.
Oh, please watch that. I want to talk with you
Okay.
about. I want to talk with you about that on a podcast.
Yeah, we should do that.
Yes.
But there's still a thing where like you have this
It's the part where a guy fucks a horse.
Mr. Hands.
No,
Oh, okay.
not that video.
Not the guy that got fucked to death by a horse. Got it. So there's still like there's plenty of things that like I've always been of the elk of like me personally, I don't a lot of times it's kind of a person that like I need to see it to believe it. Nowadays I don't really believe a lot that I see.
That's why I showed Pat
unfortunately.
my penis.
Right.
Because I don't believe you have a penis.
I'm like, why do they call you Big Red? I'm like, oh, not
Now
that.
I need to taste it to believe
it's
it.
not that little peppermint stick.
You're a fun guy,
That
Pat.
withered little fucking wanger. But sorry.
It's weird because you basically said I have a big piece, but the way you're saying these
I
parts.
said that's cinnamon stick. It's withered and looks brown and dried out.
No, but you were like, now I know why he's called Big Red. I assumed he had a little.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't hear that part. I said not that.
Yeah, but your tone made me go, I think that's the part he means.
But I just feel like I think that like I think overall like people kind of just get to this point where if they're believing that using animals or harming animals is like morally or terribly wrong, I would see somebody feeling more like, I actually have to like do something to stop them. But if it's something like I don't like when people drink,
Yeah.
like that's just somebody's personal choice of like I'm doing this to myself. I don't think you should feel justified in attacking me or making me feel like a shithead because I'm making a personal choice for my body.
No, you're right. Vegans being annoying feels more logically consistent.
Just makes sense of them saying like you're exploiting an animal.
You're like, they think a genocide's happening.
Right.
Why wouldn't they be annoying?
Right. That does kind of make sense, even though it is annoying. Somebody crying when they're serving hamburgers or something like that would be that's dramatic, but at least you're mourning someone.
You're retarded, but you're consistent.
Yeah.
That's like I saw there was this
Right.
there was this lady, really good play. I think it's still around, which actually showed up in a this actually correlates to Drag the Lake. She showed up in a random hardcore documentary I watched. Oh yeah, Bane. Do you remember? You ever hear of Bane?
Yeah.
They're from like Boston or something.
Mm-hmm.
I watched a little bit of a documentary about them the one day, and yeah, randomly the lady who runs vegan treats in Bethlehem showed up in it.
Oh.
It's so random. And I will say this: vegans, Goofy makes some amazing baked goods.
Yeah,
and chili, oddly enough.
Oh.
Yeah, vegetarian chili.
Again, you can have beans aplenty.
Dude, did you? Sorry, I'm doing a sidetrack on a sidetrack. But don't let me forget vegan treats. But there was some video going around TikTok where the dude walks in and the guy looks like fucking what was the dude from SVU, Stabler? The guy. Whatever the guy was.
Yeah.
And he's sitting there and he's got like a salad bowl full of beans. And the guy goes, he's like, whatever the guy's name is, Tyler or whatever. He's like, hey, Tyler, what are you doing in here? He's like, what? He's like, what are you eating? He's like, it's my lunch. I'm eating beans. He's like, that's a lot of beans. He's like, yeah. He goes, dude. He goes, it's a 6-bean medley. The guy goes, what the fuck are you talking about?
That's totally something.
He's like, 6 types of beans in there. Like, dude, this is insane.
That's why vegan chili rules so much.
When he said, because usually when I'm like watching TikTok,
You've never seen somebody with that much confidence speak about beans before until just now.
He was like, he looked normal and he was kind of jacked. So you're just sitting there like,
damn,
maybe I should be eating a 6-bean medley.
Should I be implementing more beans into my diet?
I think the key is to eat a 6-bean medley.
What are those wax jokers up to? I'm gonna try some wax beans. They're just yellow green.
And then so going back to the vegan treats,
yeah.
the point I was gonna make is like there was this like this local like Lehigh Valley blog who was like going after, because apparently she like went to eat somewhere and they had like a taxidermy bear on the wall or something like with an animal's head. She was just being a loud bitch about it on social media, and you go, which, you know, it's his establishment, you should respect that. But then you're like, she's being consistent at least.
That's their thing. That's like, it's like if they walked it somewhere and like a Satanist was like, hail Satan to them or something like that, and you're like super duper religious. You'd be like, I can't believe I went in here and this person said hail Satan. They think that is an attack.
Yeah.
They take that personally because they are advocating for animals. Again, you don't have to believe with their retarded views, but they are consistent in their retarded views.
100%.
But if you went in there and started slapping wine out of everybody's hand, you're like, dude, you're going to a place that serves alcohol. Just because you don't agree with it doesn't mean that you should attack anybody. But that's your social problem that you're making other people's issues.
Also, straight edge people, a lot of people know their limits.
Yeah.
You don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, that's the other part
It's
about
not our
like,
problem. Your fucking dad drank too much and hit you, or maybe just enough and taught
like,
you a
dude,
lesson.
when I'm hanging out with my friends who like aren't comedians,
Yeah.
most of them know when to stop.
Yeah.
Like, most people know their limit at drinking and
I
keep it under
I'm
wraps.
one of them. I have probably maybe 2 or 3 beers when we're like somewhere, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna have to. If I'm driving, I gotta fucking. Cut it out.
Even me, when I like when it gets away from me, then I go, okay,
Got an Uber.
Uber drives me to my car and I drive home.
Right. I'm not walking to my car.
No, but realistically, I go, okay, you're a little toasty. Maybe we hang out here for another hour.
Maybe I eat some bread, drink some water.
Maybe I steal that homeless guy's bread.
Yeah.
Maybe I steal his food.
Maybe I eat that homeless guy's dog.
Maybe I fight him. Maybe I beat him up.
I'm gonna bitch at that homeless guy for having a dog out in this weather.
Oh, dude. I was gonna say that on No More Heroes. I stopped at a gas station to get a Cliff Bar because I thought I'd have time to get more P. Terry's, and and the line was too long.
Yeah.
And then I had to hit a Yui, and I saw another homeless guy with a fucking dog. I gotta be honest. You know me. I'm one of the most anti-government guys you know.
Yeah.
But if the government came out and they go, we are going to round up every homeless guy's dog and rehabilitate him and give him to a better family, I go, have fun, boys. I'm back in the blue on that one.
Yeah.
I take the dogs away, dude. It fucking drives me insane.
Yeah. It's so to me it's just like I've come down on both sides of this argument. Like I understand companionship with an animal and the union and having a buddy and everything, but like the animal doesn't. Again, this is coming from the vegan side too, right? This is advocating for an animal that's like he trusts you, idiot, and you live outside. Like you can't handle your life. Why are you taking on another responsibility?
And then on top of that, dude,
why are you doing this?
the absolute irony of a homeless guy putting a dog on a leash.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck you, dude. Oh, you live outside, but he still needs to be like under control. Fuck you.
Right. Get him a crate.
Yeah, dude. That's where I'm pro-government.
Yeah.
Round
Yeah.
up homeless dudes' dogs. I don't care if it's their property. Violate their rights.
I saw there was one of the most heartbreaking clips I've ever seen online is like this. I think of either a vegan or some fucking animal rights advocate that was stealing a homeless guy's dog. Damn, dude, that fucking is like one of those things where you're like, what are you doing, man? This is, but it's also like that's why I'm saying everything has. I can see almost every argument from both sides of it. I understand straight edge people not wanting to be around a bunch of drunk, fucked up, inebriated people, but you are villainizing the worst case scenario. Like you are expecting a worst case scenario in every scenario. Like you said, you're not taking into account people that know their limits, that ate before the show, that aren't gonna, that actually had like 2 or 3 beers and are like, what the fuck? It's not hitting me. Damn it! I fucking ate before the show. Like,
God damn it!
I didn't time it right. You know
I
what I
had
mean?
P. Terry's again.
God fucking damn it! I ate so much fast food again. But like all of those factors, you're not necessarily taking it's the same idea with straight edge people, you know.
Sorry, this is complete right. When I was delivering the P. Terry's, the guy was like super positive.
What are you doing with these? Like,
no. They all of them put like a big piece of tape on it.
counting his fries.
Can't rummage. Can't rummage.
I've tried.
I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. That's a level of shithead stuff that I go, don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
But no, the one dude was like, all right, man, I really appreciate it. Drive safe. And I'm just sitting there like, fuck you. I'm doing this because I have to.
Yeah.
Don't tell me to drive safe. Anyway.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Hey, yeah.
We'll see you next time.
Maybe if there's some new music next week.
There was some new music.
Zeta put out a new album.
Dude, I'm telling you, this time of year is fucking sucks ass.
Yeah.
There was like a couple things that like kind of stuck out to me because I saw like Bleeding Through, but I listened,
Yeah.
listen to that. It was okay.
And As I Lay Dying has some, or not As I, Killswitch Engage has a new thing coming out, I think in February.
Oh, the one you can expect from me, I'm probably going to do a reaction on the DTL R&R channel and a review is the new
That's a water burp too.
Stick to Your Guns album. They've been they're funny because when they came out they were pretty straightforward hardcore, and now they're kind of like, it's weird, they're like paint by numbers metalcore, but they're like the good version of it.
Yeah.
You don't dislike anything. Like you go, I've heard this before, but I also like hearing it now.
Yeah. Same. We've been fans of the same old too. Like if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
For real,
Keep it
brother.
going, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell
And my last message to straight edge people, I did want to finish on this. When you talk about drugs and alcohol, have you ever considered that they're fun?
Yeah. Have you ever tried doing them?
And maybe you're not doing enough.
You know, I was really scared of doing mushrooms until I took a fistful of mushrooms.
Have you considered drinking a lot of alcohol?
You've tried none. Now try some.
And then try a bunch.
Then do more.
All right.
And then when the store closes, drive around drunk trying to find a place open.
Okay, for legal
What?
reasons, we didn't mean any of that.